Welcome to Presentation Karaoke, where business, improv, and pictures of livestock collide. The rules are simple. 7 slides, 5 minutes, go! Welcome Ashley to the Presentation Karaoke Show.
Hey, thanks for having me, Greg. I'm so happy to be here today.
Awesome. All right, so I prepared for you 7 random slides. You've never seen them before, and you're gonna have about 5 minutes to run through them, and we're gonna have some fun here.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
How to write copy that sells. That's exactly what I do every single day. That's my gig. And I think it's super important to be able to create well-researched copy, because the only way that's going to sell copy is if you know who you're talking to, what they want, what keeps them up at night, and how you're going to solve their problems. So that's really the secret to copy that sells. It's well-researched copy that's going to speak to your target audience. And when I say target audience, I mean the person, the customer that's going to bring the most revenue into your business. You want to focus on them most of all, and just let the other ones fall to the wayside, because what's really important is that you're speaking to that one person on your website copy, your landing pages, your emails. It's the key, most important thing. And how do you engage with them? You engage with them by coming at them as a real individual. So it's not just about pushing what you're selling on them. It's about providing value to them, and how you provide value is to really integrate yourself into their day-to-day lives. What's important to them? What kind of information do they need to know? What's going to make them, really excited to be watching? Is it going to solve a problem for them? Is it going to show them how to live life better? You want to be able to mix your sales copy in with just really valuable content, just on the basis of providing value alone. And that's it. No ask, just value. The Wolf of Wall Street, there were no wolves in the movie. So this is pretty good, because the title of this movie really kind of conjures up an image. And so there's ways to use words to invoke an emotion and to invoke just these very powerful emotional images with people. So the Wolf of Wall Street, there was no wolf in the movie, but the connotation wolf really kind of tells you what this guy is all about. His attitude, the way he perceives the world, and the way that he goes out and interacts with everybody else. He's a go-getter. He's really just, he's ready to go out there and make some moves. So I think that that's a perfect title for that book/movie. Know the buyer. Yes. So this is great, because it really is, you're not going to change your buyer's behavior. So you shouldn't waste your time in your messaging trying to get them to see things your way. And Seth Godin talks about this a lot in his book, This Is Marketing, where you shouldn't make any assumptions that your target customer or your buyer thinks the way that you do or sees the world the way that you do. It doesn't matter how you see the world. It doesn't matter what your values are. It matters how your customer sees the world. Think of it as a stream. You want to just get into their stream of conscious. You don't want to be swimming upstream with your messaging, trying to bring them around to your way of thinking. Yes, I said this before, offer value. You want to be reaching them where they're at. You want to be helping their lives be better. You want to be helping them be better versions of themselves. I think ultimately, everybody, human psychology is going to be the same across race, nationality, sex, gender, time. We all want the same things. We want to belong. We want to have easy, uncomplicated lives. We want love. We want acceptance. We want to know that we're going to be taken care of and that our families are going to be taken care of. And I think that copy really ultimately speaks to these base human desires. And if you can offer value in a way that's going to help people to improve these areas and improve these basic needs, you're just, that's the way it should be. Be committed. Yes. So you should be committed. Once you make a decision that you're going to do content marketing and you want to do it right, this can't be something that you're going to work on for 3 months and then you're just going to give it up because it's not giving you an ROI. You need to be committed. You need to show up every single day. You need to be consistent in your messaging, and you need to be consistently providing value to your audience, regardless of your ROI or what you're getting on vanity metrics. I think that the most important thing is to show up for your audience. So that's how you write copy that sells.
Awesome. Fabulous.
This was fun. Thank you. Thank you. This is awesome.
Yeah, no, you did a great job there, Ashley. So, I mean, so what was that like presenting from slides that you'd never seen before? I mean, you knew from my perspective, it's like this was exactly like awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I think that what was really cool about it is that, all of us online in the digital space, like we're just the type of people that are constantly also consuming content and reading different things and doing trainings. And I think that the cool thing about this is that it helped all that stuff kind of like bubble up from my subconscious. All these things I've been consuming, like the This Is Marketing book. I was just reading that a couple weeks ago. And so it's just cool to feel all that stuff kind of come to the top and I could just grab it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. So why don't you take a minute and tell the folks watching this a little bit about you and a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, so I'm a brand copywriter, but really I specialize in writing websites and email responders and landing pages. That's really like my specialty. And when I say I'm a brand copywriter, what does that mean? Because brand really sounds like this kind of jazzy word that everybody's throwing around nowadays. But to me, brand copywriting means that I'm writing your copy in your voice for the people that you need to be speaking to. And so I'm providing meticulously researched copy. Customer research is the bulk of what I'm doing before I even sit down to write. So that's really what I offer to people as a service.
Tell us a little bit about this reading one-star reviews approach.
Yeah, so for me, it's, like I had mentioned in one of my posts, a 5-star review can be bought, and they often are. It's easy for somebody to pay for people to say good things about them, but no company is going to pay for somebody to say bad things about them. And typically, if somebody is going to go on to Amazon or another site and write a 4-paragraph diatribe about how much they didn't like their experience or didn't like the product, it's because they're truly unhappy. And it really gets to the heart of, this was the problem I wanted to solve, and this is how this product didn't do that for me. And so for me, 1-star reviews are the most valuable because it gets to the heart of the problems that people are having.
Up here, I'm curious, you've probably seen your fair share of bad presentations, bad sales presentations. And why do you think many sales presentations are just bad?
I think that most presentations and most messaging is bad because it comes from the place of talking about themselves, talking about my product, my benefits, my features, me. And I think it should be all about the person you're talking to. So it should come from a you-focused perspective.
And why is it so hard for people, do you think?
Because nobody cares about us more than we do. And I think it's just very easy for us to fall into the trap of, I want people to know how awesome this is. So I'm just going to talk about all the things I've done and all the things that my product can do. And, we're very self-centric. That's just the way that we work in our society. And so it's not natural for us to put on somebody else's kind of life for a minute and try to think about where they're coming from. That's not a natural, we're not very emphatic as humans.
Cool. Well, Ashley, thank you for being on the Presentation Karaoke Show. This was fun.
Thanks for having me. This was great.